Hi, I'm Lucy King. I'm in Bergen at this CMS conference, which is very exciting, and I've won the PhD Thesis Award 2011, which I'm over the moon about. It's for my PhD looking at the use of bees as an elephant deterrent in Kenya, and I've been using natural beehives to stop elephants entering farmland.
How does that work?
Well, what I've done is I've actually linked beehives every 10 meters in a very simple wooden fence structure. The beehives are swung by two pieces of wire, and they're connected to each other by one simple piece of plain wire, which connects each beehive to the next. Totally unelectrified, there's nothing mechanical or requiring electricity. But what happens when the elephants try and push through the fence is that the wire causes the two beehives on either side to swing, releasing the bees, and we know from all my other studies that the bees scare elephants and they cause the elephants to run. So if the elephants even get to the beehive fence, they're stopped by the bees swarming out. But what we've noticed is actually the beehives themselves stop the elephants quite a long way out. I think they recognise the shape of beehives now, and they know if they go anywhere near that shape or touch it, the swarm that erupts is incredibly scary and very painful. So we've had a lot of elephants not even getting up to within a few meters, they just back away straight away and then head off.
And what's the lesson learned from that?
Well, my lesson is that I believe there are natural solutions to possible conflicts with humans and wildlife. I don't think we always have to go to the extreme end of electric fences, culling, moving translocation animals. I think there are natural solutions, and you can use natural behaviours to deter one animal from another location. Usually it's deterring animals from a human habitat. Of course, sometimes we know humans have invaded the wildlife's habitat, so there's always a conflict, and we're not always sure who's right and who's wrong. But if we can find natural solutions, I think that's one of the best ways we can move forward.
And you're not doing this alone, right?
No, I'm working very closely with Save the Elephants and Oxford University, and I rely very heavily on their support. They're helping with funding and also just their expertise in the field. So I'm using the Save the Elephants identification file. We have over 700 elephants ID'd, so I know exactly which elephant I'm working with in the field, and that's been invaluable.
What kind of lessons would you say they could learn from the research you've done and what you've discovered working with the elephants and the bees?
I really believe that a lot of the problems we're facing with wildlife and conflicts between wildlife and humans are related to corridors and if we enable corridors to stay open between migratory routes, it reduces so many issues, conflicts with humans, crop raiding in the case of elephants, in case of predators eating livestock. It's often because their normal routes between feeding areas and watering areas have been blocked. And I think that one simple concept of keeping migratory corridors open would solve so many of these issues we're now battling to contend with. So that would be my take-home message, is about wildlife migration corridors and keep them open.